Hey everybody, how's it going? Brad Hussey here, freelancingfreedom.com, and this is Office Hours Live. We do Office Hours Live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, which converts to 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be doing another week's edition of Office Hours Live today. We're going to be hanging out for about 1 hour and answering some questions about you that you have for me. Maybe you're a student of Freelancing Freedom in one of our courses and you have any questions about the courses, or you are considering becoming a student at Freelancing Freedom. Maybe you've been following my journey for quite a while, or you just found out about me right now or recently and you have some questions for me about starting a business, about freelancing, about getting clients, about choosing an idea, entrepreneurship, creating products and services, online courses, and things like that. That's my deal. That's what I like to talk about. And so in our Office Hours Live, we like to spend the hour answering questions from our students and from the public who just want to chime in and get some questions answered. And maybe we can help them further by embracing them as a part of the community, possibly even getting you into one of our courses, which I'll be letting you know about as well. So I just want to say hi to everybody. And if you're here, say hello and introduce yourself. Let me know a little bit about you. And then we will get started here. I'm just pulling up the comments and the chat so I make sure that everybody, that I can see everybody who's here. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Brian says, hey, I'm Brian, and my current job feels like it's sucking the life out of me, and I'd like to be a full-time freelancer one of these days. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Brian. Ernest, hello there. Hey, Ernest, how's it going? Where are you from? What brings you here? Asim says, hey, Brad, it's Asim here. It's been long. It's been long to have you live. Let's create the world. Yeah, well, I usually go live every week, but last week I was away, so I didn't do it last week. So for the most part, we're live every week. So yeah, as people roll in, don't be shy. Say hello. I see there are a bunch of people here watching live, so I'm here. I'm happy to chat with you, answer your questions. Let's see. Alea, good to see you here, Alea. Brandy, Brad, I found you on Udemy. I learned more from one of your courses than dozens of others. I'm very interested in your training for mine and my husband's business. I like to hear that, Brandy. That's amazing. Harold, hello, Harold. How's it going? This is awesome. Cool. Suzanne says, hi, I took a lot from your videos and your blog. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. Sorry, I said Susan before. Suzanne, thank you. I appreciate that. Python teacher, Terrell. Hey, Brad, I'm Terrell. I love Python. I build useful web apps with Flask. Teach others to build profitable businesses doing the same. That's awesome. Bailey asks, how was vacation? In all honesty, not great. Sometimes vacations work out. Other times they don't. I won't go heavy into the details. Just a lot of things didn't quite line up. Sometimes you can go away and it's the perfect thing. Other times you go away and it's just not what you're looking for. So, but thank you for asking. Billy says, hey, freelancers. Hey, Billy, good to see you here. Francisco, hey, Brad, I'm here admiring your beautiful brain once again. Very kind. Thank you. I'm admiring your name, sir. I quite like your name, Francisco. Kenny, good to see you here. Mohammed says, hey, man, I just wanted to tell you that you are one of the funniest people out there in the industry. I appreciate it. My wife doesn't think I'm the funniest person ever, but it's because she gets like the butt end of my, she gets, like when I workshop jokes, she gets all of the jokes. And so, so I don't know. She does think I'm funny, but I'm not as funny as I seem. Quang says, hey, it's nice to see you again. Glad to see you're here. Bailey, oh man, sorry, next time. That's right. Yes. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes vacations are great. Sometimes you're just not. That's okay. I'm glad to be back working, and got some exciting things coming up. And I'm looking forward to today's office hours. So for any of you, all of you here chiming in, I'm really grateful to have you here. Any questions you have, do not be shy. That's why we do office hours live. I don't do this just so I can just chat to myself all the time. So, yeah, I want to hear from you. If you have any questions about business, starting a business, questions that you have in your current journey. Maybe you're a student in the course and you have a question about a module or a lesson or something like that. Just throw it at me. We'll be recording all the questions, and Alea will be taking your questions so we don't miss any, throwing them in a little Trello board I have here on my screen so that so I'll answer your questions. So the agenda for today is, I have a little question and a scenario for you that I'd like to know a little bit about. Hold on here. There we go. So we're going to start off. I have a question for you, a little scenario. I want to try this out with everyone here and get your thoughts, get you to chime in and maybe get some group participation here. And I'll jump into that question just momentarily here. There's a theme to today. For the most part, a rough theme. We could go any direction we want, but kind of when I sent out the email, the message, and the post and everything promoting this office hours this week, it's kind of the topic is why start with service. It just sounds so boring. Service. Whoa, Harold, that's awesome. Harold says, I can understand what you're saying. Harold, for those of you who don't know, he's a student of ours at Freelancing Freedom, and he is deaf. So we do them these things on YouTube because the auto captions will add in, and Harold watches them later, so he can always get value from these videos, and also so that he can participate also in all of our new videos and courses and stuff. We close caption them for Harold and for people like Harold. So if you're deaf, you know somebody who's deaf, we've got you covered. So great, Harold, that's awesome. Okay, back to my theme. The theme was why start with service? It sounds so boring. We'll get into that in just a sec. We're going to do some live Q&A. I have a free gift for you, the revenue roadmap. Anyone who wants to grab that right away, it's just in the description of this video, of this live stream rather. This is live. I'm not, this isn't just a recording. Unless you're watching the replay, then of course it is. And I'll let you know a little bit about Launch, my new course that is coming out very soon here. So my question for you guys is this. This is the scenario. I posted this on Facebook today, and I wanted to get some engagement and I wanted to ask you this of you. So imagine this scenario. Imagine that, let me just flip screens for a moment. Imagine that all barriers are removed, nothing's holding you back anymore, and you finally have the opportunity to start your dream business. And then you get to launch, you get to jump. What's your business? What's your thing? What do you do? Who do you serve? What's different about your life now that you're living closer to your purpose? And why is this your choice? Why is this good? Now, I want you to share that with us in the comments. I'll be watching them. Don't be shy. Feel free to share. I want to know, I want to know a number of things. And the reason why I said all barriers removed, because there's a lot that gets in the way of us starting a business. And so I'd like to see what it is that is in the way. I'd like to remove what's in the way first, and let's not talk about that. Let's first talk about you're beyond that and you get to start the thing. So the fear is, set that aside. The worry, set that aside. The logistics and the realities and the opinions and criticisms of other people, set that aside. Imagine that all of the barriers are removed and nothing is holding you back anymore. You're at that point where you get to say yes. What is that for you? What is your business? What do you get to do? Now, not the business that you think you're supposed to start. Not the business that you are told to start, or not this. Don't go narrow visioned on me. Don't go narrow. Remove your tunnel vision and the barriers, and tell me what your thing is. And maybe you don't know yet, and maybe that there's going to be an element of discovery here, and you have to think about this for a bit. I that's great. But I really legitimately want to know, of those of you who are here, what that looks like for you. Now, don't be shy. And I know there's a bit of a delay in the live stream here, so I'm waiting for some responses, and you're not going to hear this until 20 seconds after I've said it. So I'll fill some time with a dance. No, not today. Maybe another day. So while I'm waiting for that to roll in, and I know it takes some time to type and everything like that, the reason why I have this question is I'm assuming because you're here and watching this, you want something more. And you're working just like, who was it at the very top of this conversation? Brian. People feel like they're working their current setup, their current lifestyle or anything like that, their job, their boss. It's not working for them. And now I hesitate to say this because I don't want to sound like one of those guys, one of those people you find on the internet that just says, your life is all about you and making yourself happy and self-service and live the good life and get rich and do this and go to a beach and work from the beach and be, live for yourself all the time. I'm not of that. I'm not cut from that cloth. There's more to life and meaning and value and business than just what can I do for myself. Of course, experiencing the world and experiencing freedom. That's what my course and my website is called, after all, Freelancing Freedom. It's about true freedom and the expression of that and getting to live your purpose and find what it is that you're meant to do so that you can serve the people you care about and so that you could provide for your family, so that you could have more impact, so that you could do the things so you could solve the problems that you see need to be solved. And how well you do that, how well you serve others, this is going to be getting into our topic about service, will be a reflection, your success and your, say, bank account and your freedom and the meaning and the value you get from what you do is a result of how well you serve other people. So we got some comments coming in here and I'd like to read some. Francisco says, my dream business is to build a developer firm that provides in-house solutions to companies. That's awesome, Francisco. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Why is that your dream business? And maybe give me some specifics about this, because right now you're just skimming the surface, and that's good. That's good. I didn't ask you out front for your particular niche or anything like that, but I would like to encourage you, Francisco, to let us know. I'm curious. Go a level deeper than that. What companies? What solutions? What are you building? For whom? What problems are you solving? And this goes for everyone here who's sharing. So, Francisco, I'd love to hear back from you. Bailey says, skins for drones. Are you talking about creating like creative like skins for drones? Or am I just way off here? Like, the flying things that everybody has now, and you're going to create. So what's the deal with that? Is it like a sticker? Are you going to be selling it on Kickstarter? What's the deal? Let me know about that, Bailey. Or if I'm way off. Or if it was like a weird insult that I just didn't catch. Brandy, I'm a web developer. My husband is a SharePoint developer. We want to create custom designs, automated systems for SharePoint as well as web design. Sweet. That's awesome. Brandy, do you have any clients? Have you validated, started? Where are you in that? How is that looking? You said you want to do this. Have you got started on it? Where are you at in that journey? I'd love to know. Python teacher, was it Taryn? Sorry if I forgot your name there. I'm already starting. I discovered my elevator speech about an hour ago. Love it. It goes as such. I love Python. I build useful web apps with Flask and teach others to build profitable businesses doing the same. Cool. Now your question has me thinking harder about it. There is way more to life than money. Yes, Python teacher. Lots of comments here for Python. That's awesome. Everyone should become a millionaire, not for the sake of having $1 million, but because of the kind of person you have to become to create that much value in the world, said a mentor of yours. Interesting. I'd like to comment on that in a moment. But cool. Thank you for sharing that. Sorry, I can't remember if it's Taryn or Turin, but Python teacher. what's your business then? So you said you build useful web apps with Flask and teach others to build. So you have two parts. So you get clients and you build useful web apps for your clients using Flask, which I presume is a Python kind of framework. And you teach others to build profitable businesses doing the same. So then you have like an online education platform business where you teach people about Python, or I'd love to know. Let me know more about your business. Alea, always love. Python teacher. Terrell, awesome. Alea, okay. My dream business would be to create at-home opportunities for stay-at-home mothers to not have to choose between family and career. Oh, amen to that. I love that. What a great opportunity, and what a great niche that is. Because I don't preach it to the choir. I don't need to elaborate on that much, Alea. I know that that's like a passion of yours, because it's kind of like scratching your own itch. You see that, hey, I'm a passionate mother and I want to take care of my kids, and family first, but I got something to add here, and what can I do with that? And how do I do that? I don't want to have to just go back to a career and say goodbye to the family, because that's my everything. How do I bridge the two? How do I make both work? Can I have both, or can I have my cake and eat it? Is that saying? I kind of hate that saying anyway, so I won't say that. Can I have both? Can I have the best of both worlds, family and career? And in your case, you're helping mothers, stay-at-home mothers, realize that they don't have to choose between either or. They get to have both, and that's awesome. I like that. Bailey, yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Tell me more about that, Bailey. Do you have like a Kickstarter, or what's your deal with your skins for drones, and why did you choose that? I'm curious why you chose that. Did you see a market need for that? Do you see a demand for it? Is there like a particular niche that wants that? I'm just curious. Because it's very niche. It's very specific. And I know that when you go very niche, you can actually do really well because you're in a non-crowded market. But I'd love to know more about that, Bailey. Suzanne, my dream business is to design and work and not running after people to pay and make prices. My issue with freelancing is all this business around money. More comments coming in. Cool. Suzanne, your dream business is to design and not have to run after people to pay you. Your issue with freelancing is all about business around money. Oh, okay. I get it. I see what you're saying. Sorry, I misread that. That's a very common issue. A lot of freelancers and people who want to start their own businesses are creative folks, and they like making stuff. They like creating. They like solving problems and doing their thing. They don't like the whole the whole dealing with the money and things like that. Thankfully, you can learn that skill, being money smart and taking care of finances and invoicing and all that stuff. You can actually learn to really like it. Some people love that and that's their thing, and they go off and become accountants and financial advisors and such. But other people like to do their thing and like to solve problems and serve people, whether that's through a creative outlet, maybe as in your case as a designer, or other people who are coaches or consultants. They like doing their thing. They got into business because they love this thing and they love solving the problems for people. The reality is solving problems for people when you're starting a business, there's a lot more that comes with the package. You don't just get to do your thing without taking care of business. And for me, I actually love taking care of business. I'm kind of this weird hybrid of doing all, I like all the things, aspects of business. But I also know, that not everybody is like me in the sense that they like taking care of business, but you can learn to love that part as well. And thankfully, I talk about it a lot in the launch course, which I'll tell you guys about in a little bit, how you can take care of that and how you can enlist the help of other people and software. Elimination, automation, and delegation is a formula I like to apply to almost everything. Eliminate what doesn't matter, delegate what that a human needs to take care of, say finances and billing, project management, but you don't like doing that part, get somebody to do that. We have a community in Freelancing Freedom, some of which are project managers and are really good peoples, and you can delegate, build a team, and then automate software, invoicing, collecting payments, email marketing, nurturing clients and lists, and growing an audience, and then pitching your products and services to them and selling it, and all that. That's all automatic. So thankfully, you can actually create a team and a system around you in your business so that you don't have to worry about those things. And that's what my launch course is all about. And if anyone's interested in joining the waiting list for the launch course, we are just about to release it to the public on a pre-order basis, which will get you the launch course for the best price you'll ever get it for. Get the revenue roadmap below this screen. You'll see the free gift, the revenue roadmap. Revenue roadmap will determine the financial viability of your business idea before you even launch. Grab that roadmap, and that'll get you on the wait list, and you'll be the first person, or the first persons, I'm using that word a lot today, to know about launch. And it's all about these things that we're talking about. It's I'll give you a little sneak peek or something after, but get yourself on that wait list. Okay. Oh man, this is a great crew. We've got a lot of comments. Okay. So Suzanne, I hope that was, hopeful, valuable to you. You said, I tried, but I don't get used to it. Yes. Maybe I should find somebody that does it for me. I'd like to help you with that in a more tangible way, because it's more about than just, I hope that I can figure this out, or I should do this or should do that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Launch is all about that. Starting and getting started and the details and all that stuff. I take care of all of that for you so that you know what you should be doing, where you should be looking, where you should be focusing your efforts, what you should do and should not do, who should do something for you, and what software and the systems and all the things like that. That's taken care of in the launch course. And I would like to see you succeed doing what you are good at. And that's, I would like to see everybody, as a matter of fact, succeed doing what it is that they love doing. Okay, so let me see more comments here. Mary Jo, good to see you here. I'm looking to build a marketing and media biz to help others communicate their life passions, slowly building a team. Amazing. Tell us more, Mary Jo. Marketing and media biz to help others communicate their life. I love this. Okay, tell me more about, I want to know a little bit more about what you mean, Mary Jo, communicating their life passions. Marketing and media biz. Tell me about that. I'm curious. I'm intrigued. You've got the first two parts of the sales formula covered. The AIDA for me, it's attention, interest, desire, and action. You've got my attention by being here. You got me interested by this, helping people communicate their life passions with your marketing and media business. Now, the next two parts are desire and action. Tell me more about it. Anyone else here? That's the formula for sales: attention, interest, desire, and action. So you want to get someone's attention, grab their interest, make them desire what it is that the outcome of what you're creating, what you're offering, and then action, get them something to take action on. I want to know more about what your deal is there, Mary Jo. As you are a student in the course, I have a vested interest in your success. Okay, Francisco, I'm afraid to share more details about my idea here, but every time I listen to you, I get this amazing idea to get right on track. That's why I admire you. Francisco, if you don't want to share publicly, totally fine. Send me an email. I'm not going to steal your ideas or anything like that. But if you want to share it, or you want to bounce an idea off of me or something like that, brad@freelancingfreedom.com. Send an email. Do my best to get back to you, either myself or Alea. Yeah, if you don't want to share, totally fine. Let me see. Brandy says, we're currently developing an authentic system focused on the medical industry to reduce doctors' workload in reviewing documents and automate the labor-intensive tasks. Hopefully that's concise. Brandy, that is amazing. What a brilliant idea. I really like that. An automatic system, folks. Now, friends, I want everyone to take a page from Brandy's book here. Obviously not steal her idea. Although I bet there's plenty of opportunity there. There's doctors in every city, and you can serve people, and you don't need to serve everybody. You just need to serve a specific group of people who care. But Brandy, I really like that. I really like that idea. That's awesome. I won't ask you to share any more details because I think you're onto something. That's really good though. Amazing. Cool. Alea says, I chose this. This is a continuation of our conversation about Alea and choosing to help stay-at-home moms have both family and career. I chose this because I had to go back to work 2 months post-baby, and my daughter was hospitalized because she caught chickenpox at 2 months old. So she had a kind of an eye-opening experience that said, no, I got to be with my family. And I get that. I work from home. I've been working from home since the beginning of being a father, and my wife has been home as well. And so we get to be home. My kids don't know any different. In fact, they find it odd when I leave the house to work. So if I go to work at a coffee shop or a conference or like a co-working space, they're like, where are you going? You work down in the basement. Why are you going? I'm like, well, I don't know. Some daddy's got to go to work away from home. Sometimes daddy's got to get out of here. Anyway, that's awesome. Very honorable. And I really like that, Alea. Bailey, this is a great conversation. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll try and get through these. I know I was like, hey, let's get some engagement going. And you guys are like killing it here. This is awesome. So I'll blast through a couple more of these comments and then we'll get to the next step here. But this is great. I like this. If this is how we spend our time learning about everyone's business ideas and jamming on that, I'm cool with that too. Are you? Okay. Bailey says sticker apps for drones. Cool. Kind of like sticker apps for cars, but for drones. More coverage than current companies. US based, plans on different marketing techniques, wrap quality. It's something with drones I can start now, so I stuck with it. Amazing. Bailey, do you have like a Kickstarter campaign or a website or something? If you do, try and share it. I don't know if you can actually share URLs in here, but I welcome you to, because I'm curious. I don't know how many people here are going to buy sticker wraps for drones. I don't know if that's quite the audience, but I'm legitimately curious about your business because it's unique. But yeah, do you have a Kickstarter or something like that? I'm just curious. Mohammed, I mean, does projects you've built through a course, is it worth sharing on GitHub, or do you have to invent something from scratch? Not entirely sure what your question means, Mohammed. Do projects that you've built through a course, okay, so like when you do a course, like a coding course or a design course, is that worth sharing? Or do you have to invent something yourself from scratch? When you're starting out, you're referring to building a portfolio, and this goes for everybody here, not just developers, but designers, creatives, typically, makers of some sort. When you're making something and you have nothing to share, it's typically, it's fine to share your experience in whatever way you've built. So if you built something, designed something, created something for yourself, or for something small, it's okay to share that. Be that a project from something you've built, or it's okay to share that first in your humble beginnings, but that as you grow, you don't highlight the small stuff that you've done for your school project or anything like that. You highlight the more professional work if you want to go the portfolio route. I'm not a big fan of giving a lot of weight to portfolios. I don't think that they're as effective as people think, especially in regards to building a business. When you're trying to get a job, yeah, portfolios matter. But when you're trying to build a business, you don't see lawyers putting up their portfolio of clients and talking about like how nice this was and how good that was and look how good of a lawyer I am. They say, this is who I am. This is who we are. This is who we serve. These are the problems we solve. And if I'm for you, then give us a call. That's how it works. Here's a testimonial from someone who's a success story, such and such and such. Bailey, been learning about video and photography with drones, thinking about other ways we can use drones. I come from a UX background. That's cool. User experience designers are interesting folks. I have a few UX friends, and I really enjoy UX as well. That's cool. Sweet idea. James, can I integrate a modeling program like SolidWorks in my prototype design site? Whoa, this is getting heavy on the lingo. I don't know how to answer your question. Sorry, James. Not really sure how to answer that question. Sorry, bud. Suzanne, no, we already answered that. Alea, Kenny. Currently have a full-time job, Kenny says, at a mobile operator as an assistant manager in a data center. I wish to explore the opportunity as a freelance software developer as a side business. Awesome. Love it. Your ultimate why code to start my own business, offering both web app solutions. I'm looking for practical strategies to work and start with. Been struggling with this thought. I don't know enough to be a freelancer. You sound like a great candidate for launch, my friend. Kenny, always good to see you. Yes, that says Alea. Alea says, oh, the launch course is next level. Yes. Alea has been helping me get the launch course out the door. So she's been behind the scenes and seeing everything that's going into the launch course. And if any of you have been interested or been curious about joining Freelancing Freedom, the Freelancing Freedom Masterclass, launch your business. This new course this is a new course, one of 4, the first installment of 4, I guess you could say. And it is totally next level. Pulled out all the stops. It's totally different. Not totally different. Way better. I loved the Freelancing Freedom Masterclass. We have about 400 plus people in that course, and the students collectively have earned over $150,000 in client work since, and those are just the reported earnings. And there are people who book clients and haven't told us. But we're starting actual freelance businesses and client-based businesses in Masterclass. But I am archiving that course. Now, anyone who has that course gets to have it for life. It's yours. But launch is the next level. It's the new version, I guess you could say, of the Freelancing Freedom Masterclass. But there's so much that I have to share in regards to business with this new methodology that I'm coming at you with, I can't have it in just one course. It's just too much information. So launch is gigantic. I thought it was going to be a small course, but it's not. It's gigantic. It's 7 modules, about 10, anywhere from 5 to 15 lessons per module, depending on the module. High quality video. I got a great new camera for filming lessons. I got a great studio set up in the room next door. I've been writing nonstop. It's next level. And we talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll talk about more if anyone has questions in a little bit. Mary Jo, I just started. I'm not having success with typing today. That's okay. I think peeps and biz do a disservice at communicating their ideas and the passion behind what they do. They get bogged down in the weeds and do not focus the clients on the customer wants to hear. Yeah. They do a disservice communicating their ideas and the passion behind what they do. They get bogged down in the weeds and do not focus on the clients and customer wants to hear. Yeah, definitely. I'm doing them justice by providing services and getting their world-changing ideas out there. I like that. Mary Jo is somebody who wants to enable the people who have something great to share, and using her abilities in design, I'm assuming copywriting and communication development to get that message out there. And that is awesome. That's great, because then now you have a unique value proposition. You have something to lead with. You're not just saying, I design pretty websites, or I make nice websites. Or sometimes you'll hear this one, I create beautiful web experiences for people. It'll be like this minimal portfolio site, and we'll go, hi, I'm Brad. I create web experiences for people who want cutting edge. Thanks, but I'll just go hire somebody for $5 on Fiverr, says the client. Communicate, connect, and that's what Mary Jo's doing. You're good at your thing. You have a solution to someone's problem, but you suck at communicating it, and that's okay. I don't suck at communicating through design, through words, through this. I will take care of that for you. Let me do what I do best so you could do what you do better. I love that saying. Bailey. Oh yeah, Bailey. I appreciate the offer of posting a Kickstarter, but I haven't even thought of that yet. I'll look into it. It sounds like you're like a perfect candidate for a Kickstarter campaign. I have a friend whose brother created a Kickstarter campaign for motorcycle helmets. There was like an LED string light that wrapped all around the helmet and made it look like this really cool, like Daft Punk music video helmet. But it was cool, but it was a safety feature as well. So when you're riding your motorcycle at night, you can see this illuminated helmet. And so it was a safety thing as well. And he did a Kickstarter campaign, and it was wildly successful. So it sounds like you're a good candidate for a Kickstarter campaign, Bailey. I check it out. Let's see. Mary Jo, yep, that's where I started with that message. Awesome. Sweet. Okay. And there we go. We got to the end of all those comments. Feel free to keep sharing your thoughts and ideas there. That was great. That was awesome. Good discussion on the scenario. What's that business? What does it look like? I love it. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about, and at any point you have questions, throw them up there. I'll answer them. We'll track them and I'll get to them. So why start with service? That sounds so boring. So I think this is what I say here. Starting with service is the ultimate foundation to any business. Now, what do I mean by service? Excuse me. I mean a couple of things. To serve somebody. Now, that might conjure up an image of like servant, and you might think that sounds so boring or so unappealing. Why do that? We live in a culture nowadays where service is only interesting if it's self-service, serving yourself, serving oneself. And the idea of serving other people seems lowly, right? And that's what the culture tells us, unfortunately. But it's not, when it comes to business, it's all about serving other people first, selflessly. And no matter if you're starting a one-to-one client business as like a freelance designer, creative, or you're looking to get hired as a consultant for an agency or a particular niche, or you're creating a product even, like Bailey was creating a product. Bailey's, the idea for Bailey and anyone who's creating a product, whether physical or digital, and we'll get into that, starting with, you think, well, why do I start with service? I have a product. It just needs to be a cool product. Wrong. Nope. Your product needs to serve. Even the product needs to serve. Where's my phone? This little thing, or this gigantic machine in front of my face, my big iMac, Apple computers. Do you think Steve Jobs led with, we created a pretty thing and you should buy it for way too much money? No. He communicated how it serves you, serves your life, how it serves your creativity, how it makes your life better, how it solves a problem for you. That's service. That's service. It's more than just being below somebody and on bended knee giving them something on a platter. It's an honorable position. Why do you think of the military? We thank them for their service because they're serving other people. They're serving their country. Service is a good thing. But people tend to turn that into a dirty word now because it seems lowly. Like, I'm better than that. Okay, thank you. I'll serve myself. And that's in fact what people do. They serve themselves, and they're not happy about it because that's shallow. And so start with service. Whether you're starting a freelance business and you're looking to get clients in the service-based industry where you are quite literally on and we talk about this topic in launch, the product, rather the service commodity continuum. On one end is service, pure service, think a plumber. And on the other end is pure commodity, think gold. It's a continuum, it's a spectrum. And where you land, service is going to be a part of it. Gold, there's no service in gold, okay? That's pure commodity. I don't want you to be a commodity. I want you to be valuable. So many people think that they can just skip the line and jump ahead and say, get rich with online courses or a really cool invention or something like that. But it doesn't quite work that way. You don't just get to be lucky. You don't just get to jump in, skip the line, and find the latest, greatest tactic or trick and cash in and check out. I mean, some people get lucky with that at the expense of other people, but you're a better person than that. I try to be a better person than that. If I am asking anything of somebody, if I'm asking money of you, if I'm asking your time from you, like this, I'm asking an hour of your time, you could be doing something else, but you choose to be here. So I am grateful for that. It means a lot to me. So I do my best to make it at least 10, 100 times more valuable than the 60 minutes you invested to look at me and listen. So, goodness. And if you give me money for something, if you buy one of my courses, if you buy one of my products, or you hire me to consult with you or whatever, yeah, I'm going to deliver, because I want to be careful with with the trust that you've given me and the vulnerable position of you providing me money, helping me feed my family. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I'm going to serve you. I'm trying to serve everybody here. Now, if you give me more your time or your money, yeah, I'm going to serve you. What if I'm trying to serve myself? How does that make you feel? Gross. And it should make me feel gross as well. And that's what people are doing nowadays. Not everybody, granted. There's some really legitimate, honest, stand-up ladies and gentlemen out there who are creating products and services and businesses and online courses, which is a huge industry nowadays, sharing information and value, of course. But there are even more sketchy people who are serving themselves, who are creating businesses that are reduced to how to make a lot of money creating online courses. They create online courses about how to make money creating online courses. Where's the value in that? Can somebody tell me where the value is in that? You get promised this good life. Serve yourself. It's so good spending time on the beach. It's so good vacationing 100% of the time. It's so good when I am my own everything. And it's all about me. You can have that too, with just 3 installments of $2,000. And then I will never contact you again. And you'll get maybe a few tricks. And maybe some people have a bigger budget and they create a fancy looking course. And then you buy that and invest your mortgage payment in that. And then you don't get any value except for this starry-eyed dream, this pipe dream of living on the beach and traveling around and Instagramming all the time. Where's the value in that? That's not what I'm doing. Now, granted, I could have taken that route. I could jump on that bandwagon of teaching people how to make lots of money, teaching other people how to make lots of money with online courses. But I could have done that, and probably with my knowledge and ability and experience and audience, probably could have done pretty financially well with that. But I'm not going to do that. I will trade that for integrity and longevity and trust and doing the right thing. I'm using online courses and education and online marketing to spread the message that I have to help solve a problem for people. I'm using these tools and whatever to solve somebody's problem. That's what my goal is. I see a market problem out there. I see a problem that people are experiencing, and I want to help bridge the gap to get them from where they are to where they want to be or where they need to be. And sometimes it's a harder sell than how to make tons of money and serve yourself really quick and get rich really fast and look at my really cool life. And you can have this too if you buy my course about teaching other people to do the same thing. And then you get a bunch of these clowns running in circles, adding no value. And some of them get really lucky. Some of them are really, really wealthy or rich. Maybe not wealthy, rich. Temporarily. Maybe rich in finances, but poor in spirit and void of meaning. I'm certain of that. Okay, so before I get too into that, I want to see what the comments are. Okay, lots of comments. Wow. Alea says some of the best products come from come from service because you find the products serve an audience who otherwise would not be a client or customer. Yes. When you provide service first, you can create products that allow you to serve without the compromise of quality. Yes. Mary Jo, yes. And the next level you got to buy to actually sell it, not showcasing their wins because of the people around them that got them there, collaborating with big influencers. Yes, it's all a big monkey dance. And I see it up close and personal. I know this industry very intimately, and I know how it works. Yeah, I could talk about that a lot. Billy Peacock says, your business dream, set up a web development business, building e-commerce websites and WordPress using WooCommerce for retail businesses. That's cool. Any retail business to begin until I discover which type of retail store I prefer to work with, although guitar shops would be the dream. Cool. Hopefully grow enough to take on staff, developing the marketing side, offer that as a service, specifically creating marketing content such as funny commercials as well as the SEO, use the knowledge and resources from the web business to start my own guitar shop, review the guitars. This is awesome. You got great ideas there, Billy. I encourage you to, consider joining us in Freelancing Freedom. At least get on the wait list to see if launch is for you, which I think it is. You don't have to join if it's not for you. Let's see. Mary Jo, in other words, their course didn't get them there, but they say their life is proof of it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. And some of them are really good at making their lives look amazing. You can't help sometimes but see the Facebook ads and whatever and go, whoa, yeah, I want that too. Whoa, I want the promise of the good life. Yeah, take my money. Hypnotizing almost. Stay away from it. Okay. Brian, I like your philosophy, Brad. Thank you. I appreciate that, gentlemen. Billy says, sorry for the spam. You're good. Thanks. Let's see. Bailey says, you see this a lot in social media marketing company courses. Yes. Oh, social media marketing. It's legit and super sleazy at the same time. There's a fine line. There's a way to do it right, and there's a way to do it wrong. For any people that show off their rich lifestyle and offer you how to be like them. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I just have to wipe the snake oil off of my face. That, or I'm just getting warm. Oh, okay. And I don't, this is why I say start with service, because it's honorable. It's honest, and it leads with integrity, and people can see that. You know, you can only fool people for so long. Like I can only trick you for so long because you're a smart person. You were designed that way. You have a very smart noggin. And I can only trick you for so long until you go, wait a minute, something is fishy here. And you catch on to the trick. How long do you think that's going to last for the person fooling you? Maybe they can get in and get out quick and cash in and make a good chunk of change initially. But do you think they're going to try and stop there? No. They're going to cash in, cash out, squeeze what they can from you, trick you, use the tactics, use the psychology, use the things, use all this amazing knowledge and technology and ability and resources that we have nowadays. It's amazing what we have at our fingertips, the power that you have at your fingertips in our world today. How you can use that for pure evil. Pure evil. It's amazing. And it's not okay. It's not okay. And for me, that's why I filmed that video a year or two ago about honesty and integrity in online business and why it's not necessarily the most profitable route. I've been tempted a number of times to go the not so honest, the not so integrity, that's not a good sentence. Learn your English, Brad. I could have chose the dishonorable route in a number of cases. And it's been tempting a number of times when you're like, it'd just be nice to make 10% more revenue on that launch by doing that trick. But I can't do it. It's not real because you're smart. I appreciate my audience because it's my audience that allows me to feed my children and pay my bills and not really worry about financial expenses. It's the trust that I've built with my audience and my customers and my clients that I'm very careful with. And so if I wreck that, then I can't get behind it. And that's why I say start with service. There are people who say, Brad, why should I start with service? You're not for me. I don't want freelancing freedom. I don't want to join your freelancing course. I want to join that person's flashy online course about creating online courses. Sure. Yeah. I'll see you later when you realize that miserably failed. When I'm back here picking up the slack, trudging through with you and going, this is hard. Building a successful business that actually lasts, that actually grows, that actually provides for your family, that actually provides meaning and value and purpose in your life, that's not just find quick cash, chasing the gold rush. That's hard. That's slow sometimes. And it's not as flashy. And I try my best to communicate how amazing it really is. To find your thing, find your purpose, dig deep, and then build from there. Find a group of people you care about. Find the problems that they experience and build a solution for them by starting with service. Start with serving them. Do the unscalable thing. Do the unautomated thing. Who cares about the tricks and the tactics and stuff? If you can go to a person's face and say, how can I help you? How can I serve you today? And they can say, I need you to help me with this. And you do that. You do it really well. And you grow from that. Because if that thing that you did for them was something you love to do and you love the feeling of solving that problem for them, and then you get paid for it, that is amazing. And then you get to grow from that. And then you get to build on that. And then you get to start to do like Alea said. And that's what launch is all about. You start with service. You start with that one unscalable, small one-to-one service. And then you expand on it. And you start to see patterns. And you start to apply patterns. And then you start to apply things like automation and delegation and getting other people to help you and building a business. And you get to grow on this strong foundation of service. And from there, you can then incorporate your automated service, your emails, your marketing, your communication, everything you could build on that. You can incorporate products and services. And heck yes, you should be having an online course too. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. But I do not want you to think for a second that you could jump in there, create an online course about creating online courses and get rich. It's not going to happen. And you're going to feel dirty doing it. And I don't advocate that. What I advocate is using this amazing industry to your advantage, but more importantly, to your customer that you are serving's advantage. So the reason why I have an online course that I've been talking about on and off throughout the Q&A launch is because I believe in it, and I strongly believe with the power of online courses and online marketing and automation and advertising and all that stuff. I get to be on a live stream with my little fancy camera here. I'm talking into a piece of glass on my desk, and people all around the world get to watch it. It's amazing. So I'm using this technology to your advantage so that I can serve you, so that I can create something that I hope will serve you for years to come, so that you can take what it is that I've said from my own experience, from my humble opinion, from my own failings and big failings and gigantic wins, and from watching and looking and observing at what other people are doing and sharing with you what it is that you should be doing to start your business, what to look out for, what to avoid, do these things, don't do these things. You know, this course industry, yeah, we can use that to our advantage to make our businesses amazing. But don't for a second think you get to skip the line and not start with service. If you skip that, I'll see you back here at the back of the line when you realize how poorly you've failed. You don't get to skip the line. All good business is service. And any guru or marketer or any of that who tells you otherwise, that you can get rich quick, they'll say too, This isn't some get rich quick scheme. Yeah, it is, you fool. This is, it's real legit. You could just join my thing. Yeah, whatever. We got lots of people look at my fancy house, or look at my Lamborghini, or, look at my minimalist traveling lifestyle, judging other people for not living their dream and their passions and quitting their job. Forget it. Maybe that's the one person who got lucky, but in the wake of all the people that they took advantage of and tricked. And then that's why you see all the copycats nowadays. You see the I won't say names, but all the influencers out there. The actual influencer is actually probably adding value in some way, shape, or form. But everybody copies them and then creates carbon copies and carbon copies and carbon copies, while the rest of us in the noise have to actually stand out. Okay? My camera's about to die in a few moments, but luckily I have a backup right here. Doesn't look as good, but you know what I mean? Okay. So that, my friends, is why you should start with service, because you get to start with a strong foundation, and then from there you get to grow and incorporate things like online courses, marketing, automation, all this beautiful, wonderful stuff. And we talk about this stuff in launch. Now, okay, Kenny, Upwork or Fiverr? Neither. Should I start freelancing with these platforms? No. If my service is something people are willing to pay? No. My answer to that is no. How do I take little bets without investing too much? You start with a person. You start with real people. Start with someone Kenny. Your Facebook page, your direct circle of people, that group of people, start with them. There's somebody in your immediate connections that needs you. Serve them first. Encourage them to let others know about you. In the course, I give you scripts, I give you strategies, I give you all the things to get your first client. That's the point. I could tell you till the cows come home, up and down, how to build a business and all the theory, but that's nonsense if you don't actually get to do something with it. Yes, I go deep into some stuff that really bugs a couple people, and I like it. I like bugging people when it pushes them on the right path, okay? So I'm probably going to bug you in the course a little bit. I want to be that person bugging you in the right direction, if that's what it takes, so that you can go, yeah, thank you. I actually really needed that. Thank you. So Kenny and anyone, start with service, start with a real person. And in the course, I give you all that stuff so that you can take the theory and the ideas and the planning and do something with it. I want you to do something with it. I'm an action guy. I'm all about doing something. I like to not think too much and do. So yes, James, that's so needed to be stated. It's old school. I'm a little old school. I'm a little bit old school in lots of ways. And in business, I think it's more than, people nowadays are trying to, it's like a gold rush. In the Klondike gold rush and the California gold rush, prospectors from all over the Americas, they stampeded to the gold thinking that they get rich. Here we go. Had to switch cameras. It doesn't quite work that way. Some people get rich, most don't. And in the gold rush, some people died. Many died, actually. Not saying that you die creating online courses. That's weird. But you know what I'm saying. The metaphor is there. So, folks, this is rounding us off till the end of the hour here, the top of the hour, the bottom of the hour. I don't know. I want to be respectful of your time. I don't want to ask more time than I promised that I would ask of you. So, thank you for participating in all of this today, guys and gals. This was awesome. Great communication on this one. Great conversation, rather. I want to give you a free gift. Let me switch my screen here so you can see the free gift. Boom. Oh, wait. There it is. There we go. Grab that free gift right there, the revenue roadmap. That'll get you on the waiting list for launch. Ethical Hacker says, what kind of businesses you're going to teach us? Whatever business it is that you want to start, Ethical Hacker. Freelancing Freedom no longer is about how can I give you a few tricks and strategies for web designers getting clients. People were able to extract from that how to apply it to their own situations if they weren't designers or coders. But it's now about how do you actually start a business, a service-based business that serves people, solves problems, in whatever niche and industry, whether you are, starting up a small agency, a creative agency, or you have a human resources firm you're starting up, you're a humble freelancer looking to build up a side business, or you want to eventually grow into an online empire, let's say like Alea, helping stay-at-home moms have the best of both worlds, family and career. So there's a wide array of business types, but where I'm trying to serve you, like I said, starting with service, is giving you the tools, the knowledge, the experience, the strategy, the mindset, the community, the help, the guidance, and the ability to start a business based on your passions that really matters, so that you can make an impact on the lives of your customers, your family, and the people around you. I'm not interested in helping you create a little online course so that you can make $10,000 or something ridiculous like that. I'm looking to help you create something that matters. I would love 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, maybe longer, to go, why am I here? Why is it that I'm in this position in my life? And it's a fortunate position, let's say. You have a good business, your family's taken care of, you take care of the organizations and charities that you wish to. And I'm not saying that you're just rich and living the high life. I'm saying you're living a meaningful, purposeful life, whether that financial bank account is up or average or whatever. And I'd like for you to look back and go, a part of that journey was me saying yes to that Brad guy. Now, I'm not going to take credit for your success. By no means. I'm not interested. But what I want to do is help you find it. Be a light on your journey. And so that, my friends, is why I'm here, to serve you on your journey to finding your purpose, building a business that matters, and making it count. So get that roadmap right there. It's going to help you test the financial viability of your business ideas. It's going to get you on the wait list for my new course called Launch. Launch is the first installment of 4 courses, and it is my favorite course yet. It is everything that I have to offer, everything I know and that I have to offer in regards to starting a business, launching, and getting that foundation started, and getting those initial clients, the systems around it, the mindset, the getting yourself to that stage where you can actually say, I have a business. Wow, I am doing it. That's what Launch is. And that's the first of 4. Launch is number 1. Systemize, working title, is number 2. Productize, number 3. Elevate, number 4. I'm taking everything that I have to know. I'm looking in the deep, dark corners, and I'm stretching myself and finding all the ways, all the things that I have, and giving it to you in these products. It's not a course about creating online courses, though we talk about them, though we discover them, though we find out how you might be able to use them to your advantage, and to help serve your customers. But we don't go straight to that. We don't skip the line. In fact, the very first module of Launch is going very deep into you and your story, your mindset, your beliefs, your ideologies, all these things. And while most people are going, whoa, I really like this, I've actually ruffled a few feathers and upset a couple people. And they haven't liked that approach because it's either offensive to them or it seems like there's a number of things that I go into that are touchy topics for some people. And I am willing to go there if I can bug you in the right direction, so that when we get to module 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then get into the next courses and we grow as in our relationship, you can go, oh, wow, this is great. Ethical Hacker, is it going to be like an online business or a real business? I assume that you weren't hanging out for the entirety of this live stream. Ethical Hacker, I encourage you to watch the replay once we wrap up in a minute here. Whatever your business is, my friend, whatever your business is, it could be an online business. It's a service-based business. So if you're like looking to start up like how to publish books or something, or how to like mass produce, aluminum cans, or I don't know. And then, no, I can't help you. Sorry. Business, service, consulting, freelancing, client work, sharing information, digital products, physical, physical one-to-one client work, one-to-many client work, coaches, consultants, freelancers, business owners who want to work from home, side businesses to agency work. Those are the sort of areas that I'm swimming in. Suzanne, I tried to get the roadmap, but I don't get a mail. Last time Suzanne, we're going to send you the results. Yeah, Alea is going to take care of you, Suzanne. Anyone who has issues with not getting their email from the revenue roadmap, Alea will take care of you. And Alea is on my team. So if anyone who doesn't know that, she works with me in my business to help you guys, to serve you guys. So thank you, folks. I really appreciate you. Grab that roadmap, get on the wait list for launch. I'm very excited to share it with you. I just finished designing the site so that I can share the information with you soon. This is just a little update, and then we're going to wrap it up because I'm going over my promised time, and I apologize. I designed the site. It's beautiful. It's this honest, detailed approach. I'm going the demonstrative approach. I want you to see what launch is instead of trying to use like psychology to be like, do you wish that you had this? Then you should join my course and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go more the honest approach, something that's more in line with my own principles and values. And it reflects in the design, the writing, and the information. So I'm excited to share that with you. I'm writing a series of 5 emails, which will be the launch sequence for launch. Very meta. Basically, I'm going to be sending it out to my audience in the next, I'm going to say 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum. I'm giving myself a deadline there so that we can get some initial pre-orders for the course. You will get access to the course instantly. We are in production for modules 5 through 7, which will be, you won't even get to those modules before they're released. So there's so much content and material and action in this course. So joining as a early bird will get you the best price. But even still, the price is going to be reasonable and respectful, yet still an investment. So I have not revealed that information yet. You'll know that information once we get the emails out. Okay. Sergi, thank you. James, thank you. Suzanne, that was great. Thanks a lot. I hope once I have the time and money to take part of the whole course, you're really amazing. Suzanne, we would love to get you in there. In fact, I'm going to get this out here right now so people know, I want the right people in the course. So if you are once you start getting more information about launch, if you feel as though you are the right fit for the course, not everybody will be. And I'm happy to say no to people, to turn people away in a different direction if I'm not for them. I don't want to have people coming in with the wrong idea. So I'll be clear with that. But if you feel you're a good fit, you like what I'm saying, you like this experience, and you go, yeah, I want what this guy's saying. And I think he might be able to help me, and his community might be able to help me, but I can't afford the price. It's not going to be a crazy, crazy price. I haven't fully officially determined it yet, so I'm not going to say it yet, so I'm not on the record. But it's going to be a reasonable price, yet still an investment. There will be payment plans, but we will have a few spots of what I'm calling compassion pricing and possibly a scholarship, maybe one per month, depending on how often we launch. It might be open perpetually. It might be open once every 2 weeks, once a month, but we will offer compassion pricing and limited compassion pricing, like maybe 1 or 2 or case-by-case basis and by application only. Otherwise, the price is what it is. There won't be any tricks or gimmicks. And I like to be honest with my marketing approach as well. So I'll be sharing this information with you very, very soon. So you'll be getting some emails from me. Get on that wait list right there. You'll be getting some emails from me about launch soon. And I promise that I am going to be simply adding as much value as I possibly can. And yes, I will be selling my own product, which is called Launch Your Business or Launch Your Freelance Business, whatever you want to. It's really called Launch. And I seek to serve you. And that's what Launch is all about. So I'm excited to keep this party going. I am going to wrap things up, go be with my family. You go be with your family, your friends. Think about this. Think about think about today. Think about your journey and where you'd like to be. And I'd love to be a part of that. Billy, good webinar, fist bump. Boom. Brandy, looking forward to learning more about launch. Amazing. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. Get out of here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Much love. Peace to everyone. God bless. Bye now.